Okay, hi there, I'm Reyes, this is Spanish from Spain, and today I'm with Jill, my friend Jill.
Hello.
Hello, Jill.
Hey.
Well, she's from the United States, and today she's going to talk about things that you need in Spain, or things that an American person, a North American person, could miss if they are in Spain, right?
Mm-hmm.
Jill, what do you have to say about that?
Alright, one thing that I thought was really confusing was the electricity difference. Even though I've traveled a lot, it was still really confusing to me. And I wondered, do I need to get an adapter? Do I need to get a converter? For the most part, there's only a few things that you need a converter for. And what you have to do is look on your appliances. Because American appliances are 110 volts and European are 220 volts. But for a lot of different things, you'll see a range. And so the number will say 110 to 220. If that's what it says, you only need an adapter. An adapter is what you use to change the prongs. So they have round ones instead of the flat ones that we have. So you have to put your appliance
Like
in
two
that.
fingers, two little fingers.
Yeah, they're like two little fingers. And then you won't have any problems. The ones you need converters for a lot of times are hair dryers or curling irons. And I didn't even want to deal with it. So I just bought a cheap hair dryer.
How much?
It's $30 maybe,
$30?
but you can find cheaper ones. I've seen ones since I was going
You go to a
Egypt for long
Chinese
time.
store here in Spain and you're going to find those.
You can find anything. And so you can also find, if you forget, you can also find converters at those little Chinese things too. And they cost like $2. They're a lot cheaper if you go there.
That's how I wash my computer.
Thanks for sharing. Another thing I was going to say about what to bring, something I found super useful that somehow I didn't know existed until a couple months ago was a portable charger. And you can charge it, and then if your phone runs out of battery, just plug it in. You can be anywhere. And so look those up. The ones that I have.
These are chargers that you can bring with you when you.
Okay. Anywhere. I always have one in my purse just in case. I guess I could have.
That's useful. That's useful.
They're really useful. And so if you're outside of your hotel the whole day and you have maps or something on your phone, you don't want to lose all of your battery. And so I'll just plug it in and good to go. You can charge it probably 3 times.
3 times?
Mm-hmm. On each of those little battery packs. They're really good. So that's something I would really recommend if you're traveling because you don't want to get stuck in the middle of nowhere and have a dead phone.
Well, if you are in a big city, it's not going to be a problem, but you have to return.
But you don't always have a plug.
return.
Yeah, you have to go back to the hotel if you don't want to go back to the hotel. They're good to have.
Yeah, it's
They're
a
not
good
very
tip.
expensive.
Definitely.
So that's a new thing for me that I really like. I'm happy that I found that. Now, if you're going to be in Spain or Europe long term, there's a couple things that we talk about missing. For example, a lot of people will say...
Are you talking about food?
Food. Now I'm talking about my favorite topic, food. And a lot of people will miss Mexican food. And so...
We have to talk about food in the future, about the Spanish food, you know? But right now we're going to
Okay, well, you asked me what people should pack, so I'm just doing what you asked. So, if you're going to be here a long time and you want to make tacos, bring some of those packets. I regret not doing that.
Here, Spanish people, we don't eat tacos a lot. It's
I
not
know.
something-
I feel sad for you for this. But
well, it is what it is.
if
We
you
have
want to.
paella.
Okay. Another thing is peanut butter. This is something that I really wish I had right now. And in Europe, it
What's
just
wrong with
tastes
you,
great.
American people? Why peanut butter?
It is what it is. Like, there's forums about this online. A lot of different people are talking about this issue. And I bought some here, and it doesn't taste the same. And I have heard that there's some places...
I've never tasted, so I don't know. It's a difference of that.
Yeah, that's
Something
what they
cultural,
always say.
so I respect that.
Yeah, it's important to me. So if you want peanut butter, bring it. I have heard that there's 3 stores in Barcelona that are called Taste of America, where you can buy some things. It looks like it's mostly junk food, but they have some kind of off-brand peanut butter.
Mhm.
So those are things that I miss. Now,
About food, you're talking about
Yeah,
food.
about
Peanut
food.
butter and tacos.
mhm,
Well, now we are in February, okay?
Mhm.
We're in February. It is the 12th of February, I guess. I think.
yes, it is.
Yes, it is. What should you bring to wear here in Spain?
Well, when I first got here, it was a little bit colder. It was in the 40s, and I had to wear a coat.
You need a jacket in February.
Yeah,
probably.
January. But in February, it's more like spring in most parts of the U.S. And so I just have a jacket. It's always good to have layers because you don't know when the weather's going to change.
Mhm.
But it's a pretty temperate climate. For February, I'm not used to having such a nice February.
That's winter, you know.
It's like spring. It's in the 60s, yeah. And so if this is the coldest that it gets, that's pretty good.
Well, thanks for sharing all this interesting information.
My
you are
pleasure.
if you are going to visit Spain soon and you live in the United States, probably you're going to need these things that are blasted. Well, thanks for sharing all this important and interesting
It
information
was my pleasure.
about what you need if you are from the United States and you're going to visit Spain. I hope you find these tips helpful. Well, I have to say goodbye. Thanks for seeing us. Thanks for sharing us. Thanks for subscribing to my channel. Give it a like and see you soon. Nos vemos. Adiós.